That's about 30 minutes of my life that I'm not going to get back. And I hope that this is a lot shorter because it's going to be time that you don't get back. So hit that subscribe button. Let's get into the Pokemon Presents. So earlier today, Pokemon had their Pokemon Presents because it's Pokemon Day, February 27th, 2023. And I was hoping for a lot more. And I'm just going to go through this as they go through it. I have it right on my screen in my, eye line, I guess. I don't know what the, I forget what the term is right now. But yeah, I was expecting a lot more from it, especially with what happened with the Nintendo Direct. And, it just seems like they could have done a lot more. But my first thought is the dubbed over version is literally what I think of like when I'm reading the text. Like the English isn't translating well and they just put it over. And I thought that was a little humorous. But they start with the Pokemon Trading Card Game World Championships and just the World Championships in general, which involves, the video game, Pokemon Unite, Trading Card Game, Pokemon Go, which I didn't know was involved. That seems really cool, but unless I'm actually going to it, which I do hope to one day, not really that excited. And all they really showed was the new image for it. So I guess I'll see that show up in Pokemon Go as we move forward. Now, they start with a lot of their mobile games, and I'm not really that into it. A lot of them, like I've done Pokemon Cafe. It's a nice little cozy game. I've done Pokemon Unite for a little bit, and what I saw there is when I first went to, I gotta take a step back. When I first went to start watching this Pokemon Presents, I accidentally hit on the link for last year's. And I kept going, why do they keep saying 2022? And not realizing that YouTube had sent me to the wrong video. And luckily I was not that late because they started off late in it. But it gave me a chance to see what they presented last year, right before what I saw they present this year. And for the mobile games, it seems pretty much the same. It's like the same 3,000 jewels and kind of like the same idea of you get these new Pokemon. The only real thing that I'm kind of excited for is the Pokemon Trading Card Game Classic. It looks really cool. I know it's going to be super expensive and completely unnecessary, but a lot of my Pokemon stuff is completely unnecessary. I really do not need these tins behind me. Frankly, I haven't even opened up this deck box, so yeah, but that looked really cool. And I'm not really into the mobile games. Yes, I still play Pokemon Go, simply because I have a gym right outside my house, and I'll be damned if I let anyone else take over that gym. Team Mystic all the way. But yeah, I didn't see anything too exciting going on with the mobile stuff. And then they go into Pokemon Sleep, and my question is, why? Why is this a thing? And I don't see the point. I really don't see the point. I know a lot of people in Nintendo, being of Japanese culture, have good health as one of their main priorities, and I understand that most of the world does not get good sleep, but I don't see how this is beneficial. And I don't really see the point of the gamification. Oh, you get new Pokemon to sleep next to Snorlax in a different sleeping position. I just don't see the point. And of course, all these are starting to link together. And the big thing is what they're doing with Pokemon Home. And we're going to, we got a taste of it with the Pokemon Sleep and transfer into Home. They do have a new Pokego Plus. I don't know how many pluses they can throw, but that was only really popular back when it first came out. I don't see a lot of people rocking it. I don't even know where mine is. I think it's a desk in a storage unit somewhere. So I don't see that really being a selling point for Pokemon Sleep. Now, they did introduce a new Netflix series based on the Pokemon Resort, and it looks like claymation. It wasn't much shown there. It really wasn't much. It was barely a teaser. I don't know why I should be interested. And that's kind of the big takeaway from this whole Pokemon Presents is, why should I care? And I'm sure there are avid players of all the mobile games, and I'm not. So what I was really looking for was more mainline Pokemon game stuff, and we got that with the new DLCs. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Like, again, it was a teaser trailer, and it should be available pretty soon after this video goes up. The DLCs, and you know, I'm a little hesitant. I want to see reviews first. I know I'm kind of someone who's supposed to review based upon what this channel is about, but I'm going to hold off for a second because there were so many bugs. You know, further in the game, the way they fixed the bugs is they took out a lot of stuff, a lot of Pokemon spawning. So, like, what is this going to look like? It's more content, and they already had problems with too much content. So, I'm going to hold off until I see a week from now, maybe 2 weeks, and then I'll, you know, download and, you know, do my review, because yeah, they really messed up this launch of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and once burned, twice shy. So I do not see myself getting it quickly. Again, this generation, I love the ideas of what they're trying, but the execution has been so poor. So I'm not too ready to jump into that. But the one thing that I think is essential is the Pokemon Home, and being able to transfer Pokemon from various games. And that's something they do really need to build up. And I'm disappointed they're taking it off the 3DS. That would be huge to keep it on the 3DS so that you can get a full Pokedex quickly and easy, and have the Pokemon that you've grown and love all this time. Now to what I expected to happen. With the Nintendo Direct and the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color coming to Nintendo Online, I thought they would bring back the original games for Nintendo Online. I thought this was a no-brainer. That it's Pokemon Day, and they start every Pokemon Day with, it's been 27 years since Pokemon Red and Leaf Green were, you know, put out there into the world in Japan. This would have been the big sell. This was the layup they missed. Like, why don't we have the older games? And my hope is that they're trying to try to get Pokemon Home functionality so you can just keep transferring, because there's a lot of Pokemon that you can't get unless you transfer from device to device, and a lot of people don't have all the devices. And that is very annoying to do, to transfer from device to device. I have the link cables. I can do it, but you know, why would I? Like, you know, going all the way through. And that was the big expectation. I know the internet wanted to see the other games online. Like, if you have this functionality, at least tell us when. Like, are you even working on it? That's a big sell. So I don't know what happened there. They really dropped the ball on that one. They really should have came out swinging with, you know, at least red, blue, and yellow. And you know, that would, everyone would be praising this presents. Like, oh my lord, we are getting the old Pokemon games. Kids need to learn how to grind again. But that's here nor there right now, and hopefully sometime soon they will announce it. Probably not, but yeah, this Pokemon Presents wasn't that exciting. And if you skipped it and just watched one of these reviews, good job, smart move. Like, again, it's in my, you know, my side view here, and I'm looking at it, and it's like, this was nothing too amazing. It was all about really Pokemon Sleep. Again, if you have a smartwatch, you already track your sleep. What's the point? So I hope you found this informative. If you agree with me, you disagree with me, I always enjoy comments. It doesn't matter whether they're positive or negative, as long as they're constructive, I'll take them. If you like this content, hit the like button. If you dislike, hit the dislike button. Those buttons don't really matter anymore, other than, hey, you participated in the video. And hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to reach 1,000 this year, so I'd really appreciate it. Other than that, you made it to the end. You're an amazing person. We love you. Bye-bye.